Choosing the right app design and development agency is a very important decision. After all, you're paying them thousands of dollars. What's up, guys? My name is Michael Luchin, and I'm a project manager here at Crema.
My name's Dan Linhart, co-founder and COO here at Crema. And last week, Alexa and Michael talked to us a little bit about some agency processes and associated successes and challenges with those processes that are typical in software development agencies. They also discussed a few questions that you may want to consider as you're looking around for an agency partner. So today we're going to continue with the next installment of our series titled How to Not Get Screwed by Your Agency.
That's a really important question because it also determines the success oftentimes of the project when you're partnering with an agency. So if you're partnering with an agency, you should expect to have a high level of hands-on collaboration. That means that you should be expected to be involved communicating with your agency and collaborating with them on at least a weekly basis. Ideally more, but it should be your priority focus.
Just like in anything, there's typically going to be a trade-off. If you want to add something to your project, you should expect, and the agency should talk to you about this, the effect it could have on your timeline. And a lot of times it may also increase cost. But one way in that example to keep the timeline the same and keep the cost the same is you could substitute a feature. So regardless of the priority shift, there's going to be pros and cons you need to weigh, but at the very least, your agency should consult you and they should bring up considerations around timeline and budget.
First, assuming that your agency is practicing Agile, they're likely using a measurement called velocity. And velocity is an arbitrary level of effort that your development team is completing on a sprint by sprint basis. And essentially that measurement, which is way more effective in software development than just hours, kind of ebbs and flows as the development team hits challenges throughout development and also passes through challenges. It's important to note that when working with an agency that practices Agile, outside of their contract, there's no fixed timeline or milestones. So your agency is going to be responsible for collaborating with you to set those milestones. Milestones generally are not based on a set amount of functionality being in those releases. They're usually set on meeting market demands or providing regular releases to provide value to your end users.
It really all depends on the size of the application, but one of the benefits of working with an agency that is practicing Agile is that they want to release early and often. You could start to be able to use your application within a few days, depending on, again, the velocity, as Michael just discussed, and just how big the app is. Agile teams prefer to release early and often because one of the key things to determining priorities is user feedback. Absolutely. And really the best way to get feedback is to get an app in front of someone, a user, a customer, as quickly as possible, collect feedback, and then continue to iterate on those priorities.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's review. In the fast-paced world of software development, high collaboration with your agency is extremely important.
And Agile agencies are often going to use tools like Velocity to help guide your timelines as you collaborate with them on a sprint-by-sprint basis.
And practicing Agile means you're releasing early and often. And so when you partner with your agency, be sure they're following to that methodology so you can get feedback from your users as quickly as possible.
Thanks for tuning in to check out this week's video. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments section down below. Otherwise, what will we be tuning in again for next week, Dan?
We're going to be talking about getting results. But until then, cheers.
Cheers.